a fishing pole, tackle and some bait. A man who'll take my fish off is the best, make no mistake. A cold one in the cooler, just keep those mountains blue. Looks like you caught the big one, boys. Girls like fishing too. You can have your fancy.
As you can see, Dad has just had a 5th shot of mackerel, so I'm going to get the feathers out now and hope for some mackerel. Welcome back everyone. So today I am down on Chessil Beach for the January, February, March, April, May, June, July, the 7th match of the Jurrasic League. So yeah, today we are at Abbotsbury and we've walked quite a bit up to the right because there is a lot of pleasure anglers here as always. So we've walked up to the right. It was going to be pegged, but there's just too many pleasure anglers, so there's not enough space for the pegs. So we've kind of did a walk off and we've paired up with Steve Rathbone and he's in between me and Dad, so if we catch a fish he can sign off our cards. The weather today is very warm. I am very warm in the sun, but it's nice, it's not windy. The sea's not too bad, fairly clear. Already I have done a bit of what's it, hang on, beep. So I have already done some mackerel bashing, but I've not been successful. Dad has. Unbelievable. I don't know what he's doing lately. He must be watching my videos over and over. Got to catch him up. So I might do a bit more in a minute to try and beat Dad, but I think he has had like 7 or 8. So you know, we won't talk about that. But there is a bit of so there is a few mackerel about, but obviously I've not caught. Dad has. The match starts at 6. It's currently 5:15, so we've got a fair while till the start. I am absolutely sweating, so I'm going to get some rigs out and leads obviously. Get some of the bait out later on to thaw out a little bit. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, glad to be out fishing. I've not done a video in a while, I know, I'm very sorry everyone, but we're back and it's the school holidays now, so I'm going to be trying to get Dad out as much as I can when he's not working and do a little few species hunt videos because I want to catch some more species for my species hunt. So that should be good fun, looking forward to that. Glad to be out again. I hope everyone is well and enjoys the video. I think that's everything I've got to update you guys on. Obviously I did go to Ireland for the home nations a few weeks ago now, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and England brought home bronze. Well done everyone in England. It was a very tough few days. Everyone did very well. It was just no fish in Ireland unfortunately, but we tried, brought home the bronze. We're all happy and we got to look forward to Spain in September, which I think is going to be amazing. And yeah, I'll bring you back when I've finished sorting out my stuff. Welcome back everyone. I'm not quite sure if you can see me or not. It's really embarrassing, I feel like. Okay, I don't know if you can see me, but hopefully you guys can. So the time is 5:30 on the dot. I've done more mackerel bashing, no luck, so we're just going to put that thought aside for a bit and we're going to focus on what really counts, which is the match. So what I'm doing now is just preparing my rigs. So I've just taken a 2-hook clip down. This is a 2-hook loop rig. Out of the rig winder, I'm just gonna run my hands down the line to get out, well, to make it straight really. Down the rig body. Just like so. And then I've just put a 4-ounce pyramid on the end. The weather is still quite warm, but it's just going to be nice. And I did put waders in the van and I put them on and I thought, nah, I got to walk a long way with waders. I'm going to be melted by the time I get there. So I thought I'm just going to wear my Crocs. I put some fluffy socks on so I don't hurt my feet. But yeah, just a bit of fun fact for you today. Okay, so that one is done. Next I am gonna go for what's this one? A 3-hook lift. Pretty fair. Or is this a still, I've got to get my bait out in a bit as well. Now, I've not done a video in a while, so I'm a bit rusty at the minute, so I'm just trying to get back into it again. But try and make it as fun and entertaining as possible. So this is a 3-hook clip rig. Well, it's actually in a 3-hook loop, really. Same. I'm gonna put a pyramid on there, but I'm gonna watch the tide with the first rig I put out. And if I need to change it, then I will. But for now, that should be alright. That's my first 2 rigs, and then I'm thinking maybe a flapper with a pop-up on for the 3rd rig. What are we saying? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't believe how many people are down here. I mean, it's usually busy, I know, but there are so many people as far as you can see. It's crazy. For this flapper, I'm gonna put pyramid on, but I think I will change it later on to maybe something about rolling. Who knows? We'll try it. Who knows? 4-ounce pyramid. Now I've just got to pray today that the fish arrive. Now I did pray in Ireland on the last match for the last 30 seconds and my prayers were not answered. A few of us prayed, none of our prayers got answered. But that's fishing. Hopefully today I won't need to pray because there'll be fish from the first cast. That's what I'm hoping for. Target species today is whatever's in the water, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to try for a scad later on when the sun goes down. Maybe a gurnard, maybe a brain, conger, who knows? But that's my rigs out and ready to go. Next thing I've got to do is bait, but I'm going to wait another 5 minutes to let that thaw out because I don't want it getting too horrible in the sun. But yeah, what a beautiful night. Welcome back everyone. So it is now time for baiting up. So since I have not seen you guys, I have gone and got 2 fresh mackerel from Dad's bucket whilst he was running back to the van because he forgot a drink. So that is why you should always come prepared, and I think that is a lesson learnt for Dad, because I do not think he wants to do that walk again for a silly mistake. But anyways, that's done now. So I've just filleted the little Joey mackerel. Got a nice little fresh fillet there. Got some ragworm as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the ragworm. So I don't want a full one. So I've got the hook, and I've also got a little pop-up bait stop type thing. It just keeps it away from the hook so the fish isn't eating. You'll see what I mean when I do it, because I don't know how to explain it without showing it. I've lost my scissors. I had lost. What an idiot. Okay, well, problem number 1, I've lost my scissors. So, no I haven't, I just wasn't looking. Okay, anyway, so, I want to do this fairly quick so the mackerel don't dry out in the sun. Okay, grab a piece of ragworm. I'm gonna cut the head, pass that around. This is probably about 3-4 centimetres long. 3-4 centimetre long. Thread on a baiting needle. Onto the hook. Well, you probably could just put this on the hook anyway, but like that. And then time for the mackerel. Sliver of mackerel, just like that. I'm going to go through the smallest end first. Some people like to have the smaller bit dangling over, it's just whatever you really fancy, to be honest. I always like to have the bigger bit of bait on the end of the hook, and then just kind of thread it on like that. There you go, there you have it. Perfect little bait. Got this down. That's going to float in the water like that. This is the water line, so it'll be like that. Ready for the fish. Let's check the time. Don't know. Honestly, I lose everything and I don't even know how. So I just had it. Okay, well I don't really need to know the time. I just need to get it done. Okay. Then I'm just going to do the same on the bottom as well. Find that bit of ragworm, pinch the tail off. Just like so. Ragworm. Sliver of mackerel. This time I'm going to go for the bigger end. Love baiting up fresh mackerel, so nice. Cut that bit off, neat and tidy. sure the hook is covered. Bait stop. Down. Another perfect bait. I'll get that one clipped up on my tripod ready to cast out. I shall find my phone and find out what the time is. And I'll bring you back as the match starts. Welcome back. So we are now 24 minutes into the match and Steve Rathbone just had a bass. I think it was in the gusser, so very good for Steve. I've not seen fish from that side of me, but their pleasure anglers didn't really count in the match anyway, you know what I mean. But just bring my rig in. I left it around 15-20 minutes. The bait was still alright, it was a bit tacky, but yeah, better to bring it in, washed out. So on the bottom of this 2-hook clip, I've just done a little bit of brag and tipped off with mackerel. And then on the top I've just done the same again, just covering the hook, making sure it's all nice and covered, small bits. And yeah, next to go out on my rod stand is a 3-hook flapper with a pop-up on the top with size 4s, I think they are, B940s. And I've just done brag to a mackerel on them as well. I am going to switch the baits up. I have got some frozen blacks in here as well, so I'll give them a try later on. But yeah, what an evening. I hope everyone else in the comp is doing well. Obviously we are 25 minutes in, so plenty of time. There's a shoal of fish. There's Dan casting. Splash. Welcome back everyone. So I just cast out my 3-hook flapper rig and I've caught this beautiful, what is it, a pout? I don't know what it is, but I've caught it and I'm going to get it unhooked and get it signed. Welcome back everyone. So second cast into the match, I casted out my 3-hook flapper and within about 2 minutes of it being in the water, my line went straight to left. I was like, cool, bit of tide there, isn't there? And I thought, oh, actually, it's going mad. So I was leaving it because I thought it was just the tide, tightened it up, went off again. I was like, this isn't the tide. Reeled it in. And please ignore me on the last clip. I said a pout. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I caught a scad, okay? I was shocked myself that I caught a scad in the daylight, to be honest, because I know they're known and I've only ever caught them in the dark. But anyways, I'm very out of breath now. We're running. So, once I untangle my rig, I shall show you guys what I caught on. Now I'm happy I don't have to worry about blanking now, because that's not a fun thing to do when you're in a match and you're blanking until the last cast and you catch that one fish. And I'm quite happy now because I haven't got to worry, I've not blanked, fish on the card. It's going now, but there is a lot of tide there now, so the time is currently 6:50, so it started at 6, 50 minutes into the match. Steve Rathbone had a triple shot of mackerel earlier on, but obviously mackerel don't really count, well, they don't count in this competition, which is unfortunate, but at least you've got a bit of bait. Okay, so this is the rig I caught it on. Literally just a fruit flapper. Now I know I said earlier size 4s, but I think they're a size 6. Size 6 B940. Welcome back everyone. So I've just reeled in again and I've got a double shot of a nice tub gurnard and then also another scad. Fairly nice size again. Let's get him unhooked, get him on my species card and get the rig back out. Welcome back everyone. So the time is 7:08 and I've just had a double shot of a scad and a gurnard. Now that was when on the way down here I said to Dad I'd love to catch a gurnard today, and I did. So I'm actually really happy with that. I'm just going to run through what rig I caught on just so everybody knows and everyone can, it might work for someone else that comes down here and tries it, which hopefully it does. So basically I had a 5-ounce gripper on and it was literally a 2-hook loop rig, clip down loop rig. Obviously scad was on the top with this yellow sliding pop-up, so it works like a bait stop, but I never have it on my bait, if that makes sense. So yeah, just take a breather. I've been running up and down, but I've got 2 new species to my species hunt as well today, which I'm even more happy with. So yeah, I'm gonna bait up. So I've shown you about 4 times now, so if this does make it into the video I'm going to show you again. But literally all I've been doing is rag and then mackerel. It was fresh mackerel that Dad caught, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but so that was a mackerel and another gurnard, a bit bigger. Woo! Little tub gurnard again on a 2 hook clipped loop rig. Beautiful. it was a mackerel. Welcome back everyone. So I didn't film me reeling in because I didn't even know I had a bite. I've caught the smallest little whiting ever. That is a, yeah, it is a whiting. Little one, but yeah. It's around 8:30 and I've just casted out. I just put out a 3-hook flapper with rag and mackerel. There is a lot of scad coming out at the minute, so that's kind of what I'm targeting. The wind's picked up a little bit, I'm not quite sure if you can hear it or not. But yeah, the scad are coming in, so I'm going to target them now on littler hooks with pieces of mackerel in that. But yeah, I'm going to move the camera now because it is going to get wet in a second. But the tide's nearly finished coming up. And yeah, just got to hope we catch some more fish before the end. Just thought I'd film this because it's a very, very rare sight. Probably won't happen again. That is my dad. Oh my god. I think that's a mackerel. Oh my god. As you can see, that is biting quite a lot. Now, I do think it's a mackerel, but I'm hoping for a scad. Make sure it's still. Okay, that's definitely on there. Shot a scad, and that was the target species. Let's get him unhooked. And another one. So I've got a bite on my rod, I don't know if you can see, and I'm hoping it's a scad. I think it is. Let's bring it in and just pray. Target species! So I'm not quite sure if you can see what I just put on my rod stand, but as the scad are coming in now, what I've done is I have gotten out a 3-hook flapper with pop-up on each hook with just mackerel on, and it seems to be doing the trick. So I think I've got some more scad on now, so I'm going to reel it in and have a look. Welcome back everyone. I'm not quite sure if you can see me or not because it is fairly dark. Oh my god. So the time is 9:47 and I've had quite a few fish now. I don't really know the numbers, but it's gotten dark obviously now. Still trying for the scad and anything else really. There is still some coming out. Steve Rathbone's absolutely smashing it. He's caught a lot of scad and other fish. Dad's doing all right. He's got a few scad as well, I'm pretty sure anyway. And yeah, so I'm just hoping for some more scad or any fish now really. We've got an hour-ish to go. The camera is gonna die, so if it dies I will do as much filming as I can on my phone and I'll somehow put it on the end of the video. But if you have watched all of it, thank you so much for watching everyone. I hope you all are well and look forward to the next few videos I put out. So yeah, but I'm hoping it doesn't die before the end. But yeah, I've just casted out the 3-hook flapper with a pop-up on the top, and then I've just reeled in the 3-hook flapper with pop-ups on all three. So I'm still just putting mackerel strips on, just like how I showed you before. Yeah, so not too long left to go now, still plenty of time. And yeah, come on, need to catch some more. Got a nice gurnard. Getting a bit chilly now. So the cast I just did was a free hook flapper with pop-ups on all three and mackerel on the hook. And I've caught a nice gurnard. What a lovely fish. I love catching these. Look at that, the face on him. Anyway, I'm gonna get him unhooked. That was on the bottom hook on a little foam pop-up that I put on there on mackerel. Come on everyone. Hopefully I do alright, but you know, there could be people not far away from me who are doing a lot better, but I'm still quite happy. It's been a pretty good match. Welcome back everyone. So the time is it on here? Aha, 10:56. So that is 4 minutes until the end of the match. A little update for everyone. I'll show you my scorecard. I've got 11 fish. I don't know if you guys can quite see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scad and 4 gurnard. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Just have to double check. Okay, so 4 gurnard, and it's been a pretty good match to be fair. I've had fish pretty much every cast, a few double shots as well. I have just had the news, Dad is beating me, so I'm on 199 points and Dad's just had 2 dogs, so he's on 286 or 88 or something like that. Steve Rathbone's absolutely smashing it, so beating me as well. But it's nice to still catch some fish. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And anything else? I don't know what else there is to say. Nope, just thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next match I do, which the next place I'll be will hopefully be a pleasure session. Don't know where? We shall find out. Bye everyone.
A fishing pole, tackle and some bait. A man will take my fish off.